The courage to be seen. Leo sat in the dim glow of his bedroom, surrounded by the ghosts of his unfinished dreams. There was the dusty guitar under the bed, the half-painted canvas in the corner, and a stack of notebooks with only 3 pages filled. He was 22, and he felt like a professional at being a beginner. Every time he tried something new, the same voice whispered in his ear, "You aren't a natural. People will laugh if they see how bad you are." He looked at the sleek digital designs on his social media feed, vibrant, perfect, and effortless. He felt like a zero in a world of heroes. But that night, something shifted. Leo realized that the heroes didn't start at the finish line. They just had the courage to be bad in front of everyone. He grabbed an old stylus and a cracked tablet. He wasn't gonna hide anymore. On day 1, Leo drew a simple circle. It wasn't even a good circle. It looked more like a bruised potato. His hand shook as he hovered his thumb over the post button on his new account. At Leo Learns in Public, his heart hammered against his ribs like a trapped bird. What if someone leaves a mean comment? What if my old classmates see this? He closed his eyes and tapped the screen. The post was live. He had officially started his journey from zero. He waited for the sky to fall, but it didn't. The world kept turning. He realized that the fear of being seen was actually just the fear of his own ego being bruised. Lesson 1. The hardest part of the journey is the 3 inches between your brain and the start button. By day 10, Leo was trying to learn color theory. It was a disaster. He posted a landscape where the grass looked like toxic sludge and the sky looked like a bruised plum. For 3 days, nobody liked his posts. Not a single heart, not a single comment. The silence felt heavier than criticism. He felt invisible, a tiny speck in a digital ocean. He started to wonder if learning in public was just a fancy way of saying, embarrassing yourself privately. He wanted to delete the account and go back to his quiet life of not trying. But then, he remembered his promise. 365 days. He sat back down and drew another toxic sludge field. Consistency, he realized, was the only bridge across the gap of suck. On day 25, the thing he feared most finally happened. He posted a typography piece where he had misspelled the word patience as patience. Within minutes, a stranger commented, "Maybe learn to spell before you try to be a designer." This is painful to look at. Leo's face turned bright red. He felt a hot surge of shame in his chest. He wanted to delete the post, block the user, and throw his tablet out the window. He felt small and foolish, but instead of hiding, Leo replied, "You're right. I was so focused on the font that I missed the spelling. Thanks for the catch." Day 25 is a lesson in proofreading. He didn't die of embarrassment. In fact, he felt a strange new sense of power. Lesson 2. Public failure is only a defeat if you refuse to own the mistake. On day 40, Leo received a direct message from a designer named Silas. Silas's work was legendary, the kind of art Leo used to scroll through with envy. Leo's heart skipped a beat as he opened the message, expecting a lecture on why he was wasting space. Instead, Silas wrote, "I've been watching your progress. Your day 15 color palette was a mess, but day 38 shows you're finally understanding light. Keep posting the ugly stuff, Leo. That's where the real learning happens." Most people are too scared to show the work behind the work. Leo stared at the screen. A hero had reached back to a zero. He realized that by being honest about his struggle, he had accidentally invited a mentor into his life. By day 75, Leo's learning in public journey became a routine. He stopped trying to make every post a masterpiece. Instead, he started posting his messy middle, the sketches that didn't work, the layers that got tangled, and the hours he spent just trying to figure out how a specific brush worked. To his surprise, these posts got the most engagement. People didn't want to see more perfection. They were starving for something real. They started asking him questions. "How did you fix that shadow?" Or, "What tablet are you using?" Leo wasn't a master yet, but he was becoming a resource. He was learning that your mess is often someone else's map. Day 120 brought the wall. Leo was exhausted. The pressure to post every day was wearing him down, and his latest drawing looked like a step backward. He missed a day, then he missed two. The guilt was suffocating. He felt like a fraud who had finally been found out. He almost gave up, but Silas messaged him again. A streak is just a number, Leo. Resilience isn't about never stopping. It's about starting again after you do. Leo took a deep breath and posted a simple text image. I failed the streak. I was tired, but I'm back for day 121. The outpouring of support was more than he ever expected. Lesson 3. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Consistency is about showing up, even when you're tired of the view. 6 months in, Leo looked back at his day 1 potato circle. He showed it to Silas during a video call. They both laughed. Silas showed Leo one of his own early works. It was a jagged, poorly proportioned character that looked nothing like his current masterpieces. We all start at zero, Silas said. The only difference between me and a beginner is that I have a bigger pile of failures behind me. You're building your pile, Leo. Don't stop now. Leo realized that growth wasn't a straight line up. It was a messy, looping scribble that eventually trended toward the sky. He wasn't a zero anymore. He was a mentor in progress. On day 200, a young girl named Lyra commented on one of Leo's posts. I want to learn digital art too, she wrote, but I'm so bad at it. I'm scared to post anything. Leo looked at his screen and felt a warm glow of recognition. He remembered exactly how that felt. He messaged her back. Post your worst drawing today, Lyra. Tag me. I'll be your first like. The fear only lives in the dark. Once you bring it into the light, it loses its power. He watched as Lyra posted a shaky drawing of a cat. He liked it instantly. In that moment, Leo realized he had become the hero he once went looking for. By day 365, Leo's account was no longer just a collection of drawings. It was a testament to courage. He wasn't the best designer in the world, but he was a good one. And more importantly, he was a brave one. He had learned that zero to hero isn't about reaching a destination where you never make mistakes again. It's about the journey of becoming someone who isn't afraid to be seen while they are still becoming. He closed his sketchbook and looked at the horizon. The ghosts of his unfinished hobbies were gone, replaced by the solid foundation of a craft he had fought for.